As a man, there's really 4 things you want to do before you turn 30. Matt here from Conscious Alpha, and I'm here to help men reclaim their masculinity to attract their dream relationship. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 things you want to accomplish before it's too late, before you actually turn age 30. I can remember in my 20s being really lost, not knowing what direction to take, and really trying to understand what it is to be a man. And I've been lost for a very long time, but these are the things that I started carving out while I was in my 20s to really find who I am as a man and to really build myself as a character. Really, as an alpha male, as a conscious alpha male, we want to build the entire package. We want to be the whole thing. Number 1, you want to find your direction. We don't really understand time, but time is the number 1 commodity in a human being's life. Very young age, like actors, for example, Tiger Woods, became really successful really early on because he found his direction. Now, if you're like me, I had no idea of my direction. You want to look at people like fitness guys, athletes, musicians, actors, YouTubers. What they did is they found their direction early on in life. Now, if you're like me, it took me a lot of pain and time to find my direction, but in that pain is where the gold is. Find out your strategy for life. You want to understand how you work. Are you a risk taker? Are you conservative? How do you play? A good analogy is, how do you play video games? What's your strategy in playing video games? What's your strategy with money? Do you spend a lot of money all at once? But just understanding your strategy for life and really honing in on that skill for yourself. The big one, you want to know your personality. You want to carve out what you like. You want to carve out what you don't like. You want to carve out what you can accept and what you can't accept. These are such important components in building what you want with your life. Number 2, you want to have a tangible skill. This is something that I lacked for a very, very long time. I was developing myself and really being a self-development junkie, but yet I wasn't monetizing a skill. Be good at a skill, but it's not very monetizable. So for example, let's say like a plumber or a mechanic. You can monetize that skill, but there's a lot of people that have that skill and it doesn't really yield much return. So the real sweet spot that you want to look at while developing skills is what's a high value skill that the world goes, oh, that's a value, and that you love to do. Now this takes time. This takes time to figure that out. But the sooner you can figure out a monetizable skill, the more time you can put into it, which then allows you to master the craft, which then allows you to charge high value. Number 3, social skills or communication skills. This is so big. You have to be able to communicate. You want to learn to develop this skill, especially when you're in your 20s. This is something I did, is I went and lived in Las Vegas and developed the skill of speaking to women. Because if you're going to have a girlfriend or a wife in your life, you're going to need to know how a woman communicates. You're going to need to know man-to-woman communication. And think about it. The top people in the world are humans, and they're running the world. So humans run the world. So if you understand how humans work and you understand how to communicate with humans, it allows you to really effectively live life at a higher level. The best way to get this is through experience. You can't just sit here and watch YouTube videos. You can't just read books. You have to go into the world and actually apply the skill and get it through experience. And number 4, self-control. This is really where the most rewards happen in life. If you can master thyself, it's not really mastering others, but if you can master the inner workings of yourself and how you operate and really take time to self-study yourself, you are going to be a master of this reality. So what does that mean? You want to master your body. You want to understand how your body works, understand nutrition, understand how to build muscle. You want to understand your energy. This is a big one. What outputs are you doing that are giving to you, and what outputs are you doing that are taking from you? What inputs that you're doing that actually feeds you and revitalizes your energy? And we want to be mindful not to just focus on drugs or alcohol to give us more energy, because that gives us front end energy, but then depletes us down the line. Your time, this is huge. You really want to be mindful of where you're spending your time, and you want to have control over your time. If you're looking to reclaim your masculinity, to attract your dream relationship, click the link below. Let's jump on a call. Let's see if we're a good fit, and let's get you to that ultimate lifestyle that you know you deserve.